What's up, guys? It's your friendly neighborhood Smango from quakefans.net, and today we're going to have a very long video today, and it's over Quake Champions. This is the final review from quakefans.net. This is the video review. Of course, you can go over to the website quakefans.net and read the review. This video will be posted there as well. I've been working on this for a while. I've been, conjuring this review up in my mind for quite some time. So, Quake Champions started around about 2017. This trailer was revealed in 2016. If you can't see the screen, it says Quake Champions E3 2016 reveal trailer. This is when Quake fans kind of started, to be honest with you. So, Quake Champions and Quake fans kind of go hand to hand. So, just imagine, I saw this trailer, and being a person that played Quake 3 a long time ago, this is what happened. You get this amazing video. I mean, you got Ranger, somebody you know. You got Scalebearer, that I got no idea who this character is. You see the lightning gun. Holy crap, there's Visor. He's got some kind of ability, looks like. Holy crap, there's the railgun. Chill bump start emerging. This looks like a Quake 3 map. There's Scalebearer again. At this point, I have no idea who this character is. Another character, I have no idea who this is. The music, incredible in the background. Holy crap, Ranger just used an ability or something. You can kind of tell this game might have abilities in it or something. Heavy machine gun, railgun headshots. Holy crap, the gauntlet. A new Quake. Quake Champions. So Quake Champions, underneath all this, even whenever this was released back in 2016, Quake is back, it said. Let me tell you how big this really was. This was huge. In my mind, anyway. Because the last Quake game we really had, what was it? Quake. It was Quake Live, but Quake Live really is just Quake 3 with, enhanced engine, so to speak. Quake Live wasn't much different than Quake 3 at all. It had kind of Team Arena and Quake kind of combined. So you kind of have to. I wish, if anybody's watching this and is not a Quake fan, most of us here are, that watches his channels on in the Discord or whatever, if you know Smango, you know that we all similar. We have this Quake. I don't know what it is. We all just understand. I feel like you have to be a part of the kind of community to understand that Quake 3 and Quake Live is not that much different. Of course, we had Quake 4, and really, it's hit or miss for some people. It's a big miss for me. I just didn't enjoy the game. I mean, the single player is okay. It feels like an add-on to Doom 3, though, and I don't like Doom 3. It's cool in VR, I will say that. Anyway, try to stay on the Quake Champions review here. So, holy crap. Quake is back, is what I'm thinking. This is an actual updated Quake. An actual updated Quake. Yes. New graphics, new everything. This is an official Quake game, and it has cool looking multiplayer, it looks like, from this trailer. Now, don't remember whenever I got the invite to the beta. Quake Champions, I finally get invited to it, and I was running a website at the time, KentuckyNerd.com. That's when I started writing blogs and stuff. This is like late 2016, early 2017. I'm just kind of starting to get used to blogging and run my own website and stuff. Web server, I should say. I've run my website a long time ago, and woo, that's another story probably on my other channel or website. That's another story. Get a little technical on that. But so anyway, I started. Really, I come to the Quake Champions scene a little late. When I should have made my YouTube.
Home of Arena First Person.
Yeah, this is the old logo. This is the old.
Guys, be sure to visit the website. This is just a small video.
This is an old video.
Old Quake Champions channel, but it's coming over the Quake Fans YouTube. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Old YouTube opening. It's terrible. Anyway, I started wanting to make Quake videos over this one. I made this one somewhere else. So you can tell this is beta footage. Let me go to it. I was trying to get everybody kind of hyped up.
Quake Champions? Quake Champions? I gotta go check this game out. Oh.
This is terrible, by the way. Now looking back on it. So this is Quake Champions early beta. I was named Cowboy Nerd here. You know, so I wanted to make videos. Like this was so awesome. This one everybody was playing a lot. The game was a little bit different than it is now in 2021. Actually a lot different. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of show that footage off a little bit. So just get a little history. I play tested the beta. It got me hooked. It was really good. I really thought Quake was back, and at this time it got me really playing, trying to find other people to play with. I started focusing more on Quake, and I wrote a nice article called "The Best Champion in Quake Champions," and it done really well. So that made me create Quake Fans. So I just want to say, first of all, if Quake Champions done anything right, it made me get back into Quake. It made me start Quake Fans, and I was going to, just so you guys know, so this is kind of like a review of Quake Champions and Quake Fans all together. I wanted to make a website called Quake Champions Fans. Now, see, that's just a mouthful. I'm glad I just went with Quake Fans, because focusing on Quake Champions has been a bad thing to me. It just, for growth, it really has. I don't know what else to say about that. It's been hard to want to make content for it, because it doesn't do well. It doesn't do well at all. Like, here in the end of Quake Champions' life, it's just not been good. It's not been good for growth. Nobody searches for it anymore. It's I don't know what else to say. It's just what it is. So thank goodness I didn't name it Quake Champions Fans, because then this kind of opens up more doors. I can focus on other Quakes. So good thing for me is, you know, the original Quake got a great update. So hopefully going forward I can do more maps and stuff like that. So it leaves the door open for that at least. Anyways, Quake Champions had a great starting off. So Quake Champions had a great starting off in August. This was the closed beta still. You still couldn't really. This one everybody was kind of playing. You know, mostly like people that knew this game existed. You actually had to actually get invited. So I mean, this number's pretty good. But the bad thing is, it got released, and look at this number. Look at this, 17,000. So it had a strong start whenever the game actually released to everybody free. And this was right after QuakeCon, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was right after QuakeCon. Because they wanted to release the game after or during QuakeCon for everybody to play. And this is when all the big streamers and stuff played. And that's something I want to focus on here in this review. Is this game at first got grand recognition. It really did. So let's take this for example. So DrDisrespect's one of the biggest streamers out there, right? And really, he's good at Call of Duty. He's good at Fortnite or the PUBG, whatever he does. But just watch his movement.
Gotta hold it down, right? I'm trying to learn how to straight.
So I want you guys to watch this again. You can see kind of the disgust in his He's not having fun playing the
I gotta
game
learn how
here.
to do this.
He's not having fun playing the game here. He doesn't know how to strafe jump. He's jumping in the walls. He's getting other noobs just destroying him. This is not what a streamer likes to do. And I bring this up because in today's age, streamers have this big influence when it comes to video games, at least modern video games anyway. They have this huge influence. That's why they call it influencers. DrDisrespect, Shroud, and Shroud is another person that's known for his aim on first-person shooters. They're just not that good at arena FPS. And they played the game and they showed it off. Like, normally that's enough. If you've seen what Apex Legends, what it done to it, that game got like a crazy amount of hype just because streamers were playing it, like all of them. But it was just released under the radar. Nobody knew it was even coming out, and then all streamers started playing it. But anyways, I want to point this out,
right?
because you can see the disgust right here. He's not having fun right there. He doesn't want to play this game anymore at this point. This is his second day from the video title. This is his second day of playing Quake Champions. He's not having fun. He's not getting killer headshots or one-shot kills or anything like he does in Call of Duty, and his videos go nuts on YouTube.
A strafe jump. I think you have to hold it.
Not an option.
He doesn't know how to play the game. Like he's getting a little speed there.
I just want to run around.
This is big. It really is. So I want to point out that the reason I bring this up is because Quake is a hard game, and most of these streamers, they're actually skilled gamers. Like DrDisrespect's good at Call of Duty. He's good at other games. But if they're not able to get highlights like they can on Quake Champions, like they can on Call of Duty, other games like that, that's bad. The reason that is because you just can't one-shot somebody in Quake Champions, especially on Team Deathmatch or something like that. Insta-game you can, of course, but you can't just headshot somebody and kill them. It's not that easy. It's a different game. Arena first-person shooters are a different game. And I bring this up because that's what really hurt Quake Champions, especially in the beginning. You saw the number, 17,000 players on Steam. Now, whenever Quake Champions was released, it was released on the Bethesda launcher at first. It's the only way you could play it. Then you had to link it to your Steam so you could play on Steam, which is the best way to play, really, because the Bethesda launcher is trash. It really is. So, oh boy. So, let's look at another streamer real quick. I just want to show this off because it's interesting how when this game released, it had such. Just see the disgust in their face right now because they're getting gauntleted on their stream. That's not good for them, because then they'll start having people question, "Oh, you're not that good at this game, are you?"
I'll be right back. Fuck.
Summit 1G is probably the best one.
You guys way better than me.
Probably the best one
Oh,
at
it's weird how when he's not
Quake Champions. Of the big streamers, I want to say that he's the best one out of the big streamers. So, that in itself, the streamer's influence over Quake Champions, it had the, I'm trying to look for the word here. It had public notice at first. It really did. I swear, as soon as this week or 1 week was over, a big streamer never touched this game again. Never touched Quake Champions again. Why, Matt? You asked why? I don't know. Summit 1G actually tried it again, I think once, and he started doing it. He done pretty good, but he said he just wasn't willing to put in the time to learn it. And I mean, I get that. But these big-time streamers don't want to showcase a game that they're, quote-unquote, not good at. They don't want to do that. They want to be able to just dominate, make their fun content, show it off. That hurt Quake Champions right at the first. Back in 2017, Quake Champions was a 3-round duel tournament first, and now in 2021 it switched over to the time limit duel. I'll show this off a little bit, and I really want to kind of explain here that the 3-round duel for spectators was better to watch than the time limit duel. Now I know a lot of the Quake community, the veterans for sure, even some of the pros, they didn't like 3-round duel, and I get that. Like in a perfect world, kind of like the old Quakes, where everything's balanced. Time limit duel is the best way to duel. Like we get that. Quake Champions, all these characters have different armors. They have different skills, abilities. They have different movements. It's not even at all. So, and you kind of have counters this way too, where it's just you only get to pick one champion the whole match. It's kind of hard to.
It's a bit of a trade, but here comes the trap from Cooler as well.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to watch this. This is old footage. This is awesome. But it just worked better. It worked better for spectators. It was awesome to watch. It was more intense, felt like the whole time. But Rafa himself said he liked time limit better. A lot of the pros like time limit better. So they got rid of 3-round duels, and they started focusing on time limit duels. And honestly, time limit duels is more hardcore. It's harder to win matches. It wasn't as casual for sure for somebody to just jump in and, at first Ranger had instant kill with his orb, and Nyx had instant kill with her Unshadow, and the game was in a weird state, really was. 2021, after the big change of 3-round duels, the game lost quite a bit of a player base. So time limit duels started around in the PTS April 2019. So let's look at Steam chart. So everybody kind of knew in about February that time limit duels was going to be the thing. So you can see in the 2018 there's quite a bit of players. Definitely more than there is now. Like time limit duels is coming. They know it's coming, and I think it was for this first QuakeCon around this time, 2019. It's just negative. It's negative the whole time. I don't know what happened on November 19th. Looks like some players came back, but it's been ever since the time limit duel kind of showed up. It hurt the game. It really did. It hurt the game. So this is whenever Quake Champions released for free people. For free for everybody, I guess. So look at this. February, there's just a huge chunk. It disappears. And I want to say that this is when State of Quake started, the State of Quake podcast. I'm sure some of you guys heard of it with Slip and Unkind. They started the State of Quake podcast. I don't know if you guys ever saw State of Quake. So anyway, State of Quake started. Very cool. And back in the day, I wanted to start a podcast, Quake, and I eventually did. I made Quake Fans Radio. Obviously, it didn't do very good because Quake Champions, again, focusing on Quake Champions. Anyway, yeah, so the State of Quake podcast started, and it was a podcast at first, and it's great. Unkind and Slip done a great job. Of course, this is how I met the Motherload before, and we kind of joined forces on wanting to just create content for Quake. Like, we got addicted to Quake Champions. Like, man, I love this game. Let's start doing stuff. So we kind of joined forces that way, and he started writing on Quake Fans a little bit. And then he started making podcasts for State of Quake because they wasn't really doing podcasts no more. They started doing tournaments. So you can check out more on the website about this. But this is how In the Keep started, was State of Quake podcast. It was great. Now, of course, In the Keep, the Motherloads went on to do bigger and better things. Even the state of Quake is just gone now. It's just gone. The community's gone in Quake Champions. I hate to sound so negative about this game, guys. I forget when her Capture the Flag come out. So Quake Champions released Capture the Flag, and you know, Quake and Capture the Flag kind of go hand in hand. It just feels right, like Quake and Capture the Flag. For some reason, this game didn't have Capture the Flag whenever it was released. I have no idea why. It makes no sense to this day why it wasn't implemented, but it wasn't. The bad thing is there was no flag drag at the release. Everybody that played serious played 4 sore legs, and they would just run the board. It was so bad, like it's almost unbelievably bad when this released. And it's like every release they had good intentions, and I don't mean Sync-Air. I know Sync-Air does the best he can, I think, with what he's got. I think Sync-Air does care about Quake Champions. I'm not talking about Sync-Air. I'm just talking about maybe Bethesda as a whole, or id Software these days. They really just didn't want to promote Quake Champions no more, or Quake at all. I don't get it. So Capture Flag come out, and it was dead on release. CTF came out and it was dead on release. It was in a terrible state. It wasn't fun. You would get run over by dinosaurs. I mean, no more Twitch integration. That was bad for streamers. It was bad for me. It was bad for the low streamers. It was bad for the high Quake pros playing Quake. And it was great because if you had a queue, you could at least watch somebody else play Quake for a minute and kind of learn from them. I don't know why it took out the Twitch integration. And so now I'm watching some guy open like 700 loot boxes on YouTube here. That's another thing. The loot boxes was trash. Like Quake Champions Battle Passes have been trash. They have like 1 or 2 skins that might be worth getting. It just it wasn't. The Quake Champions Battle Passes have always been trash. They've been bad. They're not fun to do. If you've played any other modern shooter battle royale in the last 3 years, their battle passes are at least kind of fun to do. Like they have these little weird challenges you can do in game or loot something. Quake Champions just wants you to play the game. I don't even. It wants you to play the game, which is what other battle passes do, but I don't know. It doesn't have the same feeling. It just feels dead. I don't know. It feels like it's just there to be there. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you want to buy the battle pass for a weapon skin. Like, let's take Fortnite for example. You have skins. You have a billion. Like you feel like you get your money's worth whenever you buy a battle pass off of like Fortnite or something. My kid plays Fortnite. He gets the battle pass, and there's like, for the price of one skin, well, it's like $20. So you get a battle pass, it's $10, and there's like 10 skins or more in the whole thing. Like it gives him incentive to play. He gets skins that go away forever. If he doesn't get them then, like, I don't know. It just feels like you're getting more bang for your buck. In Quake Champions, you get the first skin whenever you buy the battle pass. Then you go all the way to level 100 to get the second skin. Then the rest in between is just trash or old skins that nobody cares about with little avatars. Then you also get to a point, if you've played Quake Champions for so long, the loot tables are not filled with any of the new items. Like, I don't understand. So I also want to point out that Quake Champions, it took me a while to even realize this, that it wasn't even released on a Quake engine. Let me say that again. It wasn't released on a Quake engine. It was released on Saber Interactive. There's no, ID Tech engine for Quake. It's been called the Quake engine for years. The Quake 3 engine, the Quake 2 engine, the, Quake 1, id Tech 1, id Tech 2. No. This is on Saber interactive engine, the Saber interactive engine. That's what Quake Champions is run on. What you're seeing now is the Quake 3 engine. Or ID Tech 3, technically. But it's called the Quake 3 engine because it was made for Quake 3. And it's been modified for a billion other games. That's another problem with Quake Champions. It felt like it was missing stuff that had been in Quake games for centuries. It just feels like it was missing stuff that was in Quake games for centuries. The ability to make maps, the ability to mod stuff, make your own game types. I'm gonna say the best thing about Quake Champions though is the Quake Pro League. By far, it's the best thing. It's got high production. It's got great music. It's got great players. I really think it's the only thing that's kept this game alive as long as it has.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's the only thing that's kept Quake Champions alive. And give my final thoughts about Quake Champions here. Overall, I think it's kind of a mediocre game. At the end of the day, I've played it for about 5 years now. I'm just so tired of it breaking my heart over and over again. I don't feel incentive to play it at all anymore. I would rather spend my time playing, arena FPS, like a open arena rat mod, and just play with it, having fun with my friends on a server somewhere. Like, it's just funner, I think. The Quake Pro League's awesome. The graphics in the game is killer. The sound, like the music, the sounds of the weapons and stuff is amazing. The core gameplay of Quake Champions really is good. I enjoy it. Yeah, it feels like Quake, but at the end of the day, the abilities and the different movements and stuff, it's not for the casual player no more. I don't know what they decide to do, but it just wasn't there no more. I don't know why. I don't know why the casual players just don't like it. I kind of get it. And I think it goes back to just streamers never playing it. And the marketing for Quake Champions is -0 these days. Like, there's no marketing whatsoever. Ever since the release of Quake Champions, there's been no marketing. The game never shows up on any other the Bethesda banners. It doesn't even show up on id Software. Even when Doom Eternal released for a while, they could at least market it towards some people that might want to play multiplayer, against other people, because Doom Eternal's multiplayer is like against robots or something, or I don't know. It's not Quake, you know what I mean? Quake was always multiplayer, and Doom was always awesome single player to me. There is Doom multiplayer, and some of it is good. Anyway, I'm not trying to get in that argument. The game, the graphics great, of course. The Saber engine does have great graphics, but it feels lacking. It feels so lacking at times. It doesn't make sense why Clan Arena doesn't have first-person view when you're spectating. Just the gameplay, what they should have focused on is team modes. Why Sacrifice is not an esport in 2021 with Maestro and Liquid and a bunch of other teams fighting for the QuakeCon championship is beyond me. Instead, they wanted to make a single-player sport or a single-player game, which is fine. That can be another tournament for that. It just makes no sense. Say, who's the best at Quake? That's the duel. Who's the best at this game? That's when you duel. The esport should have been Sacrifice or something. Obviously Capture the Flag was just a flop. But I don't know. Can Quake Champions be fixed at this point? I doubt it. But I think there's at least a few things they need to do. They need to do a server browser. They need to get back on the marketing. Continuous matches. It shouldn't be that hard. It should be faster and easier to find a match instantly. Mods. And they need to focus back on the team modes, because the team modes, there's none anymore. They killed them all. Sacrifice, whenever it was in closed beta, or at least at launch, you could get Sacrifice matches like crazy. It was so fun. And you could team up with a bunch of people and get almost Just double your experience and load up your profile. You know what I mean? Anyways, I doubt it's probably beyond the, you know, thing of recovery at this point. Quake Champions is probably beyond repair at this point. It's probably not worth even focusing any time or energy more into the game. I believe that they think the game's good enough in this state that they can have tournaments and stuff. They've already had tournaments, big money tournaments, so that's what they're just going to keep doing. It's on life support, or just it's in maintenance mode, still in early access for some reason. I have no idea why. With that being said, guys, I don't think Quake Champions is a bad game. I think it's been poorly managed, poor marketing, just and poor decisions along the way. That's why I kind of say it's just a rocky road. Man, I wanted Quake Champions to be so good. I really did. For so long, and I white knighted so hard on Reddit before. It just, I wanted the white knight so hard on Quake Champions, and I did for so long, but the writing was on the wall for a very long time. And I still try to stick with it. Even I wanted to try to start doing little community tournaments and stuff like that, and it's just not happening no more. It's just, it feels like it's not worth it. Feels like it's not worth putting time and energy anymore into this game. So sadly, that's what I'm going to do, is not put any time or more effort into Quake Champions after this video, after this long post. Unless there's like some big turnaround, I won't be spending much or time at all with Quake Champions. I hate to say that, because it has brought, you know, it is the reason Quake fans exist. And I'm still going to make videos on Quake fans. It's going to be about Quake and all the other Arena FPS games. Like, I just have more fun with it. Like, I just have more fun playing those games than I do Quake Champions. That's just the way it is. So, I don't know, guys. I give Quake Champions a C, or C minus overall. It had so much potential. It really did. So much potential. But this is my final review of Quake Champions. No more Quake Champions content on the website, on the YouTube from this point, unless something drastically changes, and I don't see it happening. But I'd be glad to eat my words. But we'll see you guys next time here on Quake Fans.